UFC have finally announced the UFC White House card going down in the summer. In this video, I'm going to go through the entire card, give my thoughts on the card. Yeah, let's get into it. We got two title fights in total on this card. I had the rumors before of 6 to 7 title fights on the card. That was complete bollocks. That was never going to happen. So the main event is Topuria versus Gaethje. Oh dear, Justin Gaethje, your time has come, buddy. This is a live execution. 99% chance. Poirier is going to smoke Gaethje in the first. A deserved title shot. Gaethje as the interim champ. You have to give the interim champ the fight. Yes, Arman stylistically is a better fight, but he's American. They're going to want it on the White House. There is no other American champs apart from Kayla Harrison, but she's got no neck. And yeah, not going to be a good look for America when Gaethje gets slumped unconscious at the White House with Donald Trump sitting there watching. But Ilia Topuria is one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world, so it's not exactly unexpected to happen. Gaethje did well against Pimlet, but Pimlet can't really strike, so yeah. An obvious fight for the main event, American guy, headlining the card. But I don't think Gaethje's going to win. He's got no grappling, so that Topuria could even submit him. His only chance is a wild exchange on the feet, but Topuria has more power. Co-main event, currently it's still for the interim belt, which is good, which means Aspinall is still the champ. Pereira versus Cyril Gane. Fuck Cyril Gane. We are all power-tards for this fight. I've never wanted a man to win more in my life than Alex Pereira to slump this motherfucker out cold. I hate Cyril Gane with my whole entire heart. I want Alex Pereira to leave him twitching unconscious on the cage, just like Bryce Mitchell was against Josh Emmett. Cyril Gane doesn't deserve the shot. Should have given it to Volkov or Waldo, or even fucking signed Francis Ngannou again and given him the shot instead of Cyril Gane. Or John Jones, the dirty. Let's not forget into what John Jones is. Glad to see Alex Pereira moving up, a new challenger. The division's fucking dead, so we need guys like him in there. Let's just pray Pereira slumps him in the first. Not a bad co-main event. Two good title fights. I'm glad Tom is still the current heavyweight champ for now. That might get changed and that might get promoted to the actual heavyweight belt. But yeah, two decent title fights. We can't really complain with that. There's not many other champs out there. They don't really want Russian guys on the main card on this fight like Chimaev, Islam Makhachev, Piotr Yan. So it's understandable. These two fights will be good. High likelihood of KOs in both, or finishes at least. Yeah, not bad. Not like the massive star names, bar Topuria and Pereira. They're not the biggest hype matchups. Topuria and Pereira should win these fights pretty comfortably, but who knows? Upsets can happen. This is fucking awful matchmaking. The UFC clearly want Sean O'Malley as the champ. They're giving him the easiest path back to the title. They could have easily made O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. Two Americans at the White House, it makes perfect sense. But no, give Sean O'Malley a nice easy layup against Eamon Zahabi. It's fucking pathetic. Test O'Malley before you give him a gifted title shot, which he already had before. Give him a massive jump up against Yan. Yes, he did win that fight, but pathetic, really. Eamon Zahabi doesn't deserve this fight. If Eamon Zahabi wins, O'Malley's literally said if he loses, he's going to retire. What, they're just pandering to O'Malley? It's kind of pathetic. He's not even that big of a star anymore. But O'Malley versus Yan would be a good fight. I expect O'Malley to easily beat Zahabi, KO him. Zahabi's slow on the feet. Chito Vera arguably beat Eamon Zahabi in his last fight, and Chito Vera is shit. O'Malley will be too fast on the feet. Zahabi won't really be able to get him down. Yes, Zahabi trains at a good gym with his brother Ferez. Incredible coach, trains with Arnold Allen. Great fighter, Arnold Allen. Yeah, O'Malley should make light work of this. Really, this should have been O'Malley Sandhagen, O'Malley Umar, but they don't want Umar on that card. Even Bautista, I know they train together. Anyone else really, but Eamon Zahabi, he's kind of like the elephant at the top of the tree. This is pathetic matchmaking. Complete layup for O'Malley. Yeah, he's clear to see. O'Malley clearly still has that Dana White privilege. Mauricio Ruffi versus Michael Chandler. This is a complete layup for Mauricio Ruffi. They're giving him the Paddy Pimblett treatment. I expect Mauricio Ruffi to easily beat Michael Chandler. Come on, really, Michael Chandler in the Big 26? I get he's a company man, a big name. They want him on this card. Why didn't they just make McGregor Chandler? Michael Chandler isn't an elite fighter. He's a fun fighter, but he doesn't win fights. Like, he's not gonna beat Mauricio Ruffi. Mauricio Ruffi's too good on the feet. He's a sniper. Takedown defense is too good. He's leveled up massively since training with Volk. Michael Chandler he's not a top contender anymore. He's on a massive losing streak. But it does make it. He should have fought an unranked guy like Coway Fernandez, someone like a Freziam. Not really a Ruffi. Ruffi should have been fed to Dariush, someone like that. Get Ruffi near the top. Ruffi beating Chandler does nothing for Ruffi. Ruffi's ranked above Chandler. It's stupid matchmaking, really. Mauricio Ruffi should have been taking on a Gamrot, a Hooker, a BSD again in a rematch, someone like that. Even a Moicano. Michael Chandler's ranked number 13. A win like this does nothing for Mauricio Ruffi. Michael Chandler is completely washed. This is weird matchmaking. I get have these on the card, but why are they fighting each other? These are two fighters on complete different end. This only makes sense if this is the other way around. Ruffi's number 13 and Chandler's like number 9. Just to get Ruffi up the rankings. Ruffi's already up the rankings. Chandler's at the bottom. A massive losing streak. Completely washed. Ruffi should easily KO him. All this is a high risk matchup for Ruffi. Because if Chandler beats him, you've lost a big star in Ruffi, who you've just gained back. Questionable matchmaking. They're both big names, but you know, really, we could have fed Ruffi to a top guy like a Hooker. Ruffi versus Hooker. But Michael Chandler deserves it. You know, he's been on his knees begging for a big fight on a big card like this, so I respect it, but not great matchmaking at all. Bo Nickel versus Carl Dorcas. It's not a bad fight, but really on the White House, this is meant to be the biggest card ever. It was literally a free shot. Bo Nickel versus Colby Covington after their beef at RAF. Colby Covington is kind of irrelevant. He's a big name, nowhere near the top of the rankings. Perfect use of him would be feeding to Bo Nickel. Rebuild the Bo Nickel train after he's lost to RDR. This is be a competitive fight. Carl Dorcas is not bad. I do think Bo Nickel is better grappling wise. Carl Dorcas coming off a good win against GM3 and Miguel Pereira. Bo Nickel obviously head kicking Rodolfo Vieira. Yeah, Rodolfo Vieira. We get it. Bo Nickel's a big star in the USA. Two USA guys going at it. Just a bit weird, you know. Why does Carl Dorcas isn't a big name? You know, there's many bigger middleweights out there that they could have given him. They could even give Bo Nickel a ranked opponent. I don't understand this matchmaking. Should have been Bo Nickel versus Covington. Could have even fed him to like a Roman Dolidze. They've given Roman Dolidze to CLD. Maybe they want to slowly push him, but if you want to slowly push Bo Nickel, why put him on the UFC White House card where not billions, millions of people will be watching? He's a massive name in the sport, I get it, but Carl Dorcas, really? The casuals don't know who Carl Dorcas is, let's be honest. People are looking through this card. No one knows who Carl Dorcas is if you're a casual who watches this. If you're tuning in, no one's going to know who Carl Dorcas is. A win like this won't do much for Bo Nickel rankings wise. Carl Dorcas is alright, but he's not top level. Weird matchmaking, really should have been Bo Nickel versus Colby Covington, but Bo Nickel's shown improvements. Look good against Rodolfo Vieira. Opening up the card, we've got Diego Lopez coming off his loss to Alexander Volkanovski versus Steve Garcia. I respect Diego Lopez, immediately trying to get back in there. He's never going to get a title shot against Volk again. Volk won't be around for much longer, so it's respectable. Who knows, he'll get a shot in the future if he can continue to win against prospects like Steve Garcia. I'm a big Steve Garcia fan. This is a difficult matchup for Diego Lopez. Steve Garcia is a fucking great striker. This won't be easy for Diego Lopez. Steve Garcia, big American star. There's not really many good American fighters right now. I understand the Steve Garcia placement. Big fight for Steve Garcia, get him near the title. Steve Garcia is a good fighter, not really well known. He's a great fighter, coming off a good win against David Onama. He's not really had the chance to fight a guy like Diego Lopez. I wonder what Diego Lopez stands think about him fighting on the White House card. That's not going to go down well, is it, with the current state of politics in the world? Just like this whole White House card entirely, you know, the current state of America, and they're fucking having a UFC event in their political building. It's a bit dodgy if you ask me, but it's be a good fight, a good striking battle. Lopez could take Steve Garcia down. Steve Garcia's had weaknesses in the past on the ground, but Steve Garcia's a solid striker. So is Diego Lopez. It's be a fucking war on the feet. 3 rounds, I assume. Let's open up the card, of course. Yeah, 3 rounds. Should be a war. Diego Lopez is got a lot to prove after looking pretty mid against Volk, and obviously it's Volkanovski, one of the goats of the sport, but Looked pretty mid, didn't really have anything to show on offer, any threat to Volk. Yeah, he's log jammed out the title picture until there's a new title holder. Oh, recapping the whole card. It's only small, 6 or 7 fights. I think it is 6 or 7. What if one of these guys pulls out? Then what are you gonna do? You're fucking stuck with. You might have to cancel the card. Not good look, really. It's a short card. I get it. They don't want to have hours there. It's a big fight. There's gonna be millions of people watching. However, something's missing. There's no. Dana White's hyping this up to be the biggest UFC event ever. There's no real big names. Bartley, Topuria, Alex Pereira. You're missing names like McGregor, Jones, Makachev, Khabib, Chimaev, Strickland, Adesanya, guys like that. I thought Adesanya, guys like Adesanya Piper, that seems to me like a perfect White House card. I thought maybe Ian Gary, Kamaru Usman could have been on the card. There's not really the highest ranking matchups on this card, really, is there? Bit disappointing. This short card. I don't know if they'll add prelims. I doubt it, but it feels to me like big superstar names are missing. And running the risk of guys pulling out. What if we're leading up to the fight? Justin Gaethje pulls his hamstring, tears his ACL. Alex Pereira breaks a toe, breaks his leg or something. Then what do? You're fucked. However, I'm still glad Tom Aspinall, they've not stripped him after the shit with Eddie Hearn. It just seems to me the card's a bit short and they're missing some big talent, big names in it. And also, there's some pretty fucking bias to these Americans. I know it's in the White House, but some big layups for guys like O'Malley, Nickel, but I get it, it's in America, you want the Americans to win. I just feel like the card isn't as stacked as it is sold to be in the biggest UFC card ever. But millions of people are going to watch it regardless. Whether people disagree with all the White House, Donald Trump stuff going on in the world at the moment, the Epstein, the wars, and all that, people are still going to watch it. It's a massive UFC event. It will never be done again. He's right. Well, unlikely it'll ever be done again. I just feel like the card's a bit short and it's missing an additional big name on there, like a McGregor, a Jones, an Islam, a Chimaev. But yeah, overall, not going to complain. It's a great card. It's not a great card. There's some good fights on the card. The 2 title fights are great. I just feel like it's very top heavy now. There's not much quantity. Big stars are missing, and there's some fucking layups. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, and yeah, thank you guys for watching.